Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to the third and final round between myself, Shadow Online Gaming versus my subscriber, King Sasan, where we will be battling for honour and glory. It has been a win apiece, brilliant 2 games. The micro could be better, okay, micro could be a lot better on my side, but apart from that, 2 brilliant games, and now it's coming down to the final and it's going to be a proper grudge grudge match. Well done, Shadow. Words. So in this battle, we have once again the Dwarfs returning with Ungrim Iron Fist, and he is up against the Dark Elves and Malekith. Let's go straight to the battlefield to see what shenanigans I've brought. So as I said, we start with Malekith on foot here. He has got some Herganeth Executioners there. But we got a few of them. I believe it's 3 of them. Against Dwarfs, these are like an auto pick here. In between there, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of the Black Ark Crusaders. Really good anti-infantry units there. Good damage dealing. At the front of that, we have a 3 unit of the Dark Shards with shields. And this includes the Regiment Renowned, the Boat Fiends, which I don't think I've used before. So, very shiny. Very shiny indeed. So yeah, there's my Bogue Force there. Some ranged and some heavy infantry followed by Malekith. Now the Dwarfs are very similar setup. They're on the field again, waiting for us to come out into the woods. We do have 3 units of Dwarf Warriors. I'm pretty sure it is a similar or same army that I played before actually. Okay, you've got Dwarf Warriors with great weapons on the flanks. Oh, we have Longbeards. Okay, I'll take that back. So it is slightly different. Got some Dwarf Warriors on the flanks. Got some Slayers as well. On the side here, in the woods, hidden away, we've got some Slayers and some Thunderers. We've got 3 units of Quarrelers, all with great weapons. The Goblobber, the Cannon, and the Organ Cannon. And this has got a Thane in there instead of an Engineer. And we also have Ungrim with his hair. Absolutely spectacular. It's truly beautiful. So, yes, so that's his main. Very similar to the last one. But I do have a secret that he hasn't seen. Right in the corner, there are 3 units of these crazy semi-naked flying women harpy things. Yeah. And I keep them right in the corner, so you can barely see the dot in the corner. So I'm hoping he doesn't notice them. But as you can see, once again, a pretty decent front line. I mean, it will hold. Dwarf Warriors with shields and that will hold quite well. But he's more relying on his ranged guys to do the damage. And, oh, they're doing damage already. So let's go straight to normal speed and get this battle underway. So remember, guys, this is... Oh, some dead executioners. This is the decider between myself and the subscriber. And, yeah, we've both won a match so far. So it's all going to come down to this. Now, the Dwarves were his main army. And I thought, well, I'll bring my main army, which is the Dark Elves. Being that I played them throughout the whole tournament. The Boat Fiends are kind of getting shot to bits, but what's good is they do have shields. They do have... Okay, the shields do nothing against giant rocks. But their job is just to provide support. When I say provide support, I mean they run away as soon as their job is like meant to happen. But the Dark Shards are here, the Armor Piercing Bows, getting some good shots here. Do have a chill wind straight down the middle of this Dwarf line, which he did not see coming and does a huge amount of damage. But as you can see, there's a lot of range now going. The Boat Fiends have rallied, which is quite nice to see. I wonder if that's because I've done something to them. Not sure. But in comes the main line here, smack in there. There goes the Gaze of Malekith, as well as the Black Ark Crusaders running. But the Executioners are the main ones. But in comes these Slayers. Oh, sorry, Longbeard. And the Thunderers get themselves in a beautiful flanking position here. Absolutely brilliant gameplay. We do have a sword... Winds of Pain being dropped there. Very nice ammunition. But in comes the Harpies and all the stuff. Oh, and another Chill Wind. Which remember, that armor will be dropping every time Malekith does that. And look, the front line is breaking. And no one realises the Harpies are there. Look at this. Straight into the Goblobber. Straight into the Cannon and the Organ Gun. This is disaster for the Dwarfs here. As their front line gets swarmed... We now have Black Ark Crusaders getting into the quarries of the great weapons. They're flanking around and getting into the Dwarf Warriors. It's the Dark Shards. They did take a pommeling, but they're now coming back. And yeah, the Harpies are absolutely ripping up this crew. Some quarries have turned around to try and deal with it. These Thunderers, as you can see, have done a great job dealing with these Black Ark Crusaders. But again, they're my cannon fodder. And the fancy ability of the Dark Elves has got Murderous Prowess. That's the one. They've now gone off, and somehow the Dwarfs have got behind us, which is fine because we've got the Dark Shards ripping into them. Malekith's gone over. Chill Wind being dropped over there. My Chill Wind, my Moko of the Chill Wind is brilliant. And yeah, as you can see, now 2 units of Quarrels have gone. The crews have been wiped out. The Harpies are doing a great job. There goes a Gaze as well, just to make them break up and not be able to do anything. The Dark Shards getting themselves into a position here. We do have the Thane has been completely beaten by these Executioners. And this flank is not going too great either. The Dwarfs are starting to lose it. The only thing that's holding it is the Slayers. The Dark Shards, as you see, are now moving up to deal with this flanking force. Malekith's actually been abandoned on his own, but I know he's a bit of a boss, so he's fine. And I doubt that he's going to shoot into his own guys to try and hurt him. The Thane's actually come back and is chasing the Executioners that chased him. Yeah, the Dwarves are kind of... Ungrim's just running off. That's not good, because they're point blank flanking shot on them. But there goes the Power of Darkness, so Malekith can use more magic on him. The Harpies, as you can see, have cleared up the back line completely at this point. And a unit of Executioners have actually left. They're not going to be any good against Slayers. So I've left the Black Ark Crusaders to deal with the Slayers. The Executioners are moving up to deal with the more hardened Dwarfs. Thane is starting to have some serious problems now as well. There you go. He is broken once again. The Thunderers, though, have actually possessed themselves so they can shoot Malekith. That's really not good. I mean, they're hitting Slayers as well. Getting a bit of friendly fire, which is fine by me. Dark Shards get themselves in a good position. Ungrim, I think the micro started breaking at this point for the subscriber because, as you can see, this units chasing units aren't important. He needs to be bringing them back, especially Ungrim. You got units here that have rallied, not doing anything. These Quarrels could be doing so much damage to these guys, and they're not. And the Harpies are just dominating the back line. Did they take the cannon with them? They did take the cannon with them, so I'm going to want to jump on that as quick as possible. Another Chill Wind gets dropped there on the Slayers, just to try and deal with what's left of them. And yeah, I think at that point he realises all is lost, and he's too far scattered to go anywhere, because obviously Ungrim's unbreakable, the Slayer's still alive, so the fact that it dropped, I'd put that down to the King tapped out there and gave the win to the Dark Elves. Because you can see I've got all these reserves. I've got just magic still going. Yeah, I mean the Harpies are ready just to chase down anyone that sort of even starts breaking at this point. The Harpies can now just focus on that. So once we captured the hill, it was a very quick slaughter. So that is a win for Shadow Online Gaming against the subscribers. Well played there by King Sasan. Really appreciate his constant support of the channel and being part of it still. And obviously, guys, don't forget, you can join in as well. All you have to do is join my Discord, link in the description below, and you'll be able to challenge me for best out of 3. Always up for a game or 3. So, yeah, don't hesitate to do that. Anyone can challenge me, and you could be on this channel. So, as you can see, I mean, the Boat Fiends got shot down really quickly, which was great. Some of the Executioners, even though they've got badly mothered, well, they only got 14 kills. 106 and 74. Those are all Dwarfs. Even the Corsairs did good. Dark Shards did good support. His artillery didn't get as well as in the first round, purely because the Harpies were on them so quickly, and where I hit them to my main line was pretty much engaged. He believed that was it, because anyone else surely would have brought the reinforcements to hit at the same time, so he was keeping an eye out. I didn't even move them into the front line, was pretty much there, and he had to micro the front. As soon as he did that, I just told them to attack the artillery and left them to it. And as soon as the artillery was down, and the Quarrels then quickly got overwhelmed as well, yeah, the back line of the Dwarfs disappeared, and then the centre broke, and we went into 2 groups, and the Dark Elves could surround them. So yeah, great game there by both players. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining on the channel. And guys, do comment below what you thought about this series, and obviously the choices from both players, and just of the best out of 3 altogether. Do hit that like button if you haven't already, and do subscribe if you want to see more of this action. And of course, as I said, you can be part of the action as well. Just join my Discord, and yeah, we can arrange something. So guys, that's the end of this best out of 3. Next week there'll be another best out of 3 against another another subscriber who's been waiting patiently. I've got like 3 or 4 players that have been waiting patiently for me to get the time to do this. I finally got around to it, so finally they're all going to be on. Going to be around every week. So next week we're going to have another subscriber come on, take on Shadow, and see how that goes. So thank you very much for joining me, guys, and I'll hopefully see you then. Till then, take care.